Hi there, Dr. Vicki Lemper here with the Shift Happens channel. Today, we're going to talk about patience. Patience always has a bit of a bad rap here. And I think because a lot of our community, you go through, we're all guilty of this. All of us coaches are the clickbait, with the thumbnails and whatnot. But here's the thing, our community is like, it's instant. You're going to see it. You're going to manifest millions in minutes, right? I'm not saying that's not possible because I believe there are infinite possibilities. However, we're the ones standing in our way, right? And so things that seem a little out of reach because our desires are outside of here and we're not connected and one with source with our desires, it often feels like, that's a bit of a reach, right? And so we get a little anxious because then we start comparing ourselves. We see other people, oh man, they're manifesting. Why am I not? And then you see other people commenting, or you see another video by a coach saying, ooh, manifest, multi desires at once, instantly. And yes, it is instant, but it's instant here and here, right? And I hate to say this, but it does take a minute to get out into the 3D. And I'm not saying that it can't. I will preface everything that I'm going to say today that I do believe it can happen in an instant. And it does happen. Oftentimes, you hear, man, it just happened overnight. But you were putting in a lot of work before that, because especially with what we quote unquote think are the big things, like it's easy to manifest a penny on the street versus, $1 million in the bank account, right? Because we think it's like bigger and better or whatever, and it's completely unattainable. But it really isn't. But I'm going to talk a little bit beyond that. I'm going to talk about what we are experiencing, especially my clients coming to me, because that's the anxiousness. You get anxious, you want to, you get impatient, and then you get obsessed. And then you think you need to do more and more and try harder and harder. And all it's doing is pushing against that manifestation. So we're going to get into that and more. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe. That's how we get our community going. I have so much fun. And if you enjoy learning how to manifest with ease, fun, and lightness, go ahead and give me a follow. And if you want some coaching to help you with that, it's go ahead and contact me at shifthappenslifecoaching@gmail.com. And in the comments, comment, I am in my power now. And you're going to find out why I'm asking you to do that by the end of this video. Comment below, I am in my power now. All right, so let's get into it. Patience, again, it gets a bad rap. Like, oh, it's supposed to be instant. It's supposed to do it now. It is. It's the feeling, right? It's the feeling. You have to have the feel of it before it comes to you, right? You can absolutely manifest even when you are in a mix of positive and negative, and I'm putting labels on that, feeling happy emotions and as well as negative emotions. You can absolutely manifest, but let's dig this into it a little bit deeper. What your 3D is showing you is your mirror, right? It's just feedback. And so when we encounter that contrast, be patient, enjoy the process, know that the process is working. You have to actually go back. This is where impatience comes from. It is embedded in the belief of, yeah, do I believe this manifesting thing works? If you're still kind of wobbling on that, that's when your patience gets like, oh, it doesn't work. And you're just ready to quit the minute it gets really whack, 3D is really coming at you. But here's the thing. You have to go back to your belief system and go back and go, okay, I'm going to just set this aside, this manifestation process. And I'm not going to tell you not to do it, but I'm going to just tell you to kind of lighten up a bit and then go back into your self-concept and work on your self-worth. Work on that. That's where your patience comes in. That's when you start going, I'm in the moment here and now. That's the only time you have. It's not linear. It is right here, right now. It's not this. It's right here, right now. You are source. Source works through you as you, right? you have to go back. So it's all, see how it all kind of works together? But when you get impatient is when you start looking, and then you start comparing, and then you're like, this doesn't work. So you have to go back to your beliefs. You have to go back to your self-concept and realize who you are. And at the very center of it is pure love, pure, whole, complete, and perfect, right? Because that's who Source is. Source works through you as you. I'm going to say that a million times, right? But the thing is that we get impatient, and I get it. I've been there too before, where it's like, do you know how many times throughout my whole journey of manifesting, I was like, I'm feeling good, and then all of a sudden I'm like, this does not work. I have been feeling good. I have been doing all this. And what I realized, I was not in the moment. I was out here looking, comparing, and not really believing. And not really believing who I was and how it's all working. And really believing in the law of assumption, right? And so law of assumption, I mean, those are the steps. You have a desire. You have to give it up and allow God to take over, and of the when, where, and how. What a perfect partner, right? And so you have to like recognize and involve God even more in your manifesting process, because I know when I got impatient, I was, again, controlling everything. I was doing my processes. I was doing my I ams. I was visualizing. I was scripting. I was, having inner conversations. I was acting as if, but was I? I mean, yes, but I wasn't feeling it. And feeling it is really when you're connected to your source, the source within you, right? And so that's where the impatience came through. I was out here ahead of time or behind in time. I was never in the now, believing in the process and having faith that yes, the knowing that yes, God is taking care of all the when, where, and how. What a perfect partner. Come on, right? But all those limiting beliefs of careful, don't get hurt. This is crazy stuff, right? But we've been manifesting our whole life. Now we're trying to intentionally manifest, and then we get in our heads that, again, we have been in this community, we're all like, it's quick, it's instant, and I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying a lot of times our limiting beliefs get involved, and oftentimes we are not recognizing the powerful person that we are, our self-concept and our connection to God, and allowing God to take over and lead the path and enjoy it and be in the now and actually enjoy the journey. I know. Who wants to hear joy's in the journey? I used to make fun of it all the time. I still kind of do, but it's true. It is true. You have to enjoy it. And when you start enjoying it and having fun, you don't even think about patience because you're involved in life. You can't, waiting and being impatient is not productive, right? When you're waiting like, okay, any day now, God, you're not living life. The whole purpose is to get you out and get you moving and get you involved in all areas of your life. Okay? And then it works, and it's so much more enjoyable. And then you just really manifest with ease. It's okay to be impatient. You don't have to be perfect at this. Just remember who you are, and remember that the law of assumption works. It's just basically surrendering to God and letting God take over. It's kind of the lazy way, right? So quit making it so hard. Quit trying so hard, and be in the now and be in your power. So again, I know this landed with someone out there, with all of you, right? If you want help coaching, I'm going to hold you accountable too, okay? Go ahead and contact me at shifthappenslifecoaching@gmail.com. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. This is how we build community, and this is how we learn from each other, because I learn from you just as much as you learn from me. And again, below, I am in my power now. I am in my power now. Go ahead and comment that. Okay, next time. I'll see you next time. All right, bye.